Students, now let us discuss two important problems generally that will be asked in the exam. That is, prove that sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equal to pi by 2, where minus 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. This condition should be given in the problem. Otherwise, sin inverse x and cos inverse x will not be defined. And generally, this condition will be given in the problem. Method of proving this is, you take y is equal to sin inverse x. According to the definition of inverse trigonometric function, y is equal to sin inverse x implies sin y is equal to x. In this result, you will have directly by using the definition of trigonometric function. And you know the allied angle formulae, cos of 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. And this sin y can be written as cos of 90 minus y. And cos of pi by 2 minus y, cos of pi by 2 minus y is definitely greater than 0, and definitely it is greater than 0 and less than pi. The reason is, it is greater than 0, the reason is y is sin inverse x, and definitely it is less than pi by 2, and you know the domain and range of the inverse trigonometric function, and definitely it is less than pi by 2, and pi by 2 minus pi by 2 means minimum value is 0. When it is negative minus pi by 2, it will become pi. Thus you have pi by 2 minus y is in the given domain of the function. That is, you know the, while defining the inverse of the function, cos x cos theta is equal to x, if cos theta is equal to x and theta is equal to cos inverse x, where theta lies between 0 to pi. If theta is in this interval, then only you can write theta is equal to cos inverse x. Here pi by 2 minus y in this interval, therefore you can write pi by 2 minus y is equal to cos inverse x. And what is y? What y is equal to sin inverse x. Therefore pi by 2 minus sin inverse x is equal to cos inverse x, or you can write it as cos inverse x plus sin inverse x equal to pi by 2. And see this result, this is also similar, and here proof is very simple. I have given the explanation why, when we can take the cos of theta is equal to x, theta is equal to cos inverse x. Similarly, here also you should apply that condition, and take y is equal to tan inverse x, and then tan y is equal to x, and cot of 90 minus theta is equal to tan theta. This cot of pi by 2 minus y is equal to tan y, and therefore what is pi by 2 minus y? Pi by 2 minus y is equal to cot inverse x, and y we can bring right hand side. Pi by 2 is equal to y plus cot inverse x, and what is y? Tan inverse x. Therefore you will have tan inverse x plus cot inverse x equal to pi by 2. And it is generally this type of question will be asked in the exam. There is one more result, sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x equal to pi by 2, and this concept we will apply some simple questions, and also the question will be there to derive this result. Prove that tan inverse x plus cot inverse x equal to pi by 2. Proof is very simple. Now you see this question. This is also 2-mark question. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y divided by 1 minus xy, where x is greater than or equal to 0, y greater than or equal to 0, and xy is less than 1. Here proof is similar and it is simple also, but one condition is given here that is very important, and while applying the formulae you have to see the condition, and if x and y fulfills this condition, then only you can apply this formula. See here, the method is here, let a alpha is equal to tan inverse x. You take tan inverse x equal to alpha, and by definition you will have tan alpha is equal to x. Here x is greater than 0 is given, and you can write x equal to tan alpha, and definitely here as x is greater than 0, alpha lies between 0 to pi by 2, because you know the domain of the function tan inverse x and the range of the function tan inverse x. Range is here minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Similarly, you take tan y is equal to beta, and y is also greater than or equal to 0. Therefore, y is equal to tan beta, and beta also lies between 0 to pi by 2. And now you can use the compound angle formula. Tan of alpha plus beta is equal to tan alpha plus tan beta divided by 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta. Tan of x plus y is equal to tan x plus tan y divided by 1 minus tan x into tan y. Now, what is tan alpha? Tan alpha is x. You can see this. Tan alpha is equal to x. What is tan beta? Tan beta is y. You can substitute here. Tan of alpha plus beta is equal to x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Now, x plus y divided by 1 minus xy can be, alpha plus beta can be written as tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy if the condition is alpha plus beta lies in the interval of range of the tan function, and range of the tan inverse of the function. And what is the range of the tan inverse of the function? It is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Here, if alpha plus beta cannot be greater than pi by 2, because it is given that x greater than 0, y greater than 0, and xy is less than 1. Definitely this alpha plus beta cannot be greater than pi by 2. Here there is explanation why it cannot be greater than pi by 2. It is given here. See here, it is given that alpha lies in the first quadrant, beta also lies in the first quadrant, and because x is greater than 0, y is greater than 0. And alpha plus beta will be less than pi. Alpha plus beta lies between 0 to pi. Here xy is less than 1 and y is greater than 0, xy is also greater than 0. Xy is less than 1, definitely 1 minus xy is positive. And x plus y is positive, 1 minus xy is also positive. This is positive. And tan of alpha plus beta is positive, and definitely alpha plus beta should lie between 0 to pi by 2. And that is why you cannot take this formula when xy is greater than 1, because xy is greater than 1, then alpha plus beta becomes more than pi by 2, and if it is more than pi by 2, you cannot apply this result directly. While applying this result, the condition is alpha plus beta should lie between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Then only you can apply this result. This result can be written like this: tan of alpha plus beta is equal to x plus y divided by 1 minus xy can be written like this only when xy is less than 1. If xy is not less than 1, you will have the different formula, and you have to use the other formula if xy is not less than 1. And this is the last step. What is alpha? Alpha is tan inverse x and beta is tan inverse y. This is one of the important questions it may be asked for. Now we'll have the other result is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to pi plus tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. Here x is greater than 0, y is greater than 0, and xy is greater than 1. If xy is greater than 1, 1 minus xy is less than 0. This is a negative quantity. Whenever the tan inverse of a negative quantity is there, then definitely this is negative, and tan inverse of a negative real number is negative only, and pi plus some negative number which is less than pi, and this result will hold. The formula is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to pi plus tan inverse x plus divided by 1 minus xy. And the proof is similar to the previous one, only one step is different here. Now similarly, tan inverse x minus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x minus y divided by 1 plus xy, where x is greater than or equal to 0, y is greater than or equal to 0, similar to the previous one. And 2 tan inverse x equal to tan inverse 2x divided by 1 minus x square, where x is greater than 0 and mod x is less than 1. And you have to remember all these results which will be applied for solving the question. Generally, there will be one 3-mark question based on these formulae.